right, so this is the actual official start of set number 2. It was top 24. We got the ZSS versus Rob, and this is another one of those obscure matchups, in my opinion, just because of Rob. Once again, a character, he has some decent representation in Japan. Zachary pulling him out quite a bit, but besides that, I haven't seen a ton of Rob players really excel with the character, not because they aren't good players, but because not a lot of people play him.
And he's pretty technical, you know, making use of that gyro. And actually, we've got a second Rob main in top 24, I believe.
Okay, I was going to say, I want to see what he's able to do here. Being a big body, though, is not going to be in his favor. Losing the stock right there. Yeah.
Yep, the classic stun into up special from ZSS.
And I feel like for Mark, what he's going to have to do in this particular game is get that chip damage with the gyro and then have a really, really strong ledge trapping game, because trying to go off stage against ZSS, you're asking for trouble with the flip kick and just having so much mobility, fast aerials, even getting reverse edge guarded. Like, it's going to be tough.
And that mobility is going to make it even more impossible for him to actually make use of this gyro. Arguably his most important tool is almost completely nullified because of how easy it is for ZSS to get around.
So he's going to have to do a lot of chip damage. Hopefully, hopefully he can get out of the situation. Living, however, getting caught at the top of the blast zone off the side to another boost kick.
Yeah, unfortunate. You'd see the logic in going high, but then you remember that ZSS easily kills people off the top like that.
Also having, I think, either third or second highest jump in the game. First place being Falco, and then I think it's 1 and 2 is Greninja and ZSS, so she can really get up there too. You're not safe at the top of the blast zone.
Yeah, especially now with the extra platform to help out as well.
And like I said,
I
was going to say at the beginning of this match, I had mentioned, and let's see if he adapts. It might be a wash on this particular match, but he's going to win and lose this game in ledge trapping, in my opinion, because that's where your opponent has the least amount of options, and you can really set up with the gyro, get some up smashes, down smashes, side specials, and try and capitalize off the side with his kills. But just trying to get in or even get King Chris in that position is so difficult, of course, with the speed advantage that ZSS has.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, he can't even rely on his down tilt to do anything for him.
That's going to be it right there. Getting buried into the F smash. King Chris looking kind of nice on this game 1, only taking 22% into his second stock. Let's see how Mark can retaliate in game 2.
Yeah, this is going to be tough for Mark to come back from. I mean, it's only one game down, but if he's going to stick with Rob, the mountain that he's going to have to climb is going to be pretty steep, and King Chris is just such an unbelievable player in his own right.
I was going to say, this is one of those matchups where you only really see it at top level play, in my opinion, and then you see the frame data difference, and it's like, this is a very overwhelming matchup for Rob. So we can't count him out just yet, but I want to see what the counter pick is here and see if he maybe even takes him to FD.
They're going to run it back to PS2.
Oh, we're going to PS2. Okay.
Yep.
And that's another thing too, is like, if you are getting further and further into brackets, sometimes, of course, nerves can play a big factor into this, and whoever can come in more calm and more ready, I guess, for the first match can really capitalize on the other person just not even being shook, but just like wanting to try and figure things out before they dive in. He went Diddy. Okay. Let's see what happens here. You know what? I'm not mad at this choice. Much smaller target. Maybe doesn't have to rely quite as much. Like, of course, he has his banana, very reminiscent of the gyro as far as what he's capable of, as far as setting up for traps and stuff like that. But just the agility and speed that Diddy has, hopefully can really get him out of a lot more situations.
Yeah, he can kind of match the mobility from ZSS. It's not a perfect one-to-one match in terms of mobility, but it will give him a little bit more of an edge as opposed to playing Rob.
He saw in the first game he was just combo food. It didn't really matter how skilled of a player he was. It's the fact that if ZSS gets on you, you're going for a ride, especially with a big body like that. So I do respect this choice just to see if it pays off for him.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, like I know next to nothing about Diddy in Ultimate. This is a character like I see maybe once every like 3 months.
And I was gonna say, there are a couple players out there that are really pushing this character. Shout outs to Dakpo being one of those guys, and Diddy can do some nutty stuff, especially with the banana. You've seen the rockets and stuff on Twitter and stuff like that too. So there's some jank with the character as well, but you're probably not going to be relying on that obviously too much in a set like this. But this character does have some pretty serious setups.
Yeah, that was a good down tilt setup right there.
And yeah, it's very. He has quite a few things too. From Smash 4 as well. Not everything transferred over, but even just getting with the down tilt into F smash or down tilt into up smash, getting the banana confirms. However, losing his first stock, of course, Diddy going to be a much lighter character than Rob as well, so it's a bit of a trade-off, but he's doing much better this game.
Yeah, for sure. You mentioned Diddy's confirms. Well, ZSS kind of has that whole "I stun you, you die" confirm with boost kick.
Absolutely, she has the no you confirm with the flip kick as well. It's like, oh, I was about to anti-air you. It's like, no, you're not. This is happening now. But able to call out the jump and the air dodge. But once again, flip kick to the rescue, getting out of trouble there. The up smash though, taking King Chris's first stock, and this is looking a lot better for Mark right now.
Yeah, Mark is keeping this way closer. I've noticed King Chris is whipping a lot of his short hop aerials due to the fact that Mark is a much lower profile compared to Rob.
And that's the thing too, it's a blessing and a curse playing a character with a very high short hop and double jump is because these small characters like Diddy or Squirtle or Pikachu, you just end up jumping right over them. Your spacing is good, but they're just too small.
Yep, and of course Mark isn't going to really jump into any of this. He's just going to stay put right on that ground plane, and King Chris is going to have to really work for any of the hits he's going to find.
That was a very interesting interaction right there. That banana actually saved him, however, mashing for his life, but not quite enough.
It can't save you. Even if you get the infamous like Mario Party hand blisters, you're not getting out of that berry.
Yeah, not a chance. And that's the thing too, is the boost kick is being so strong off the side. They can just really steal those stocks pretty early. As far as Diddy's percent goes, I think when he was around the 95 when he took that, or when he lost that stock. So got to do a lot of work to catch up at this point.
Yeah, he got buried at like 88%, so there's just no hope of him ever breaking out of it.
And that's one thing too, is with ZSS, and this was a change from Smash 4, is ZSS's side special kills now. So she has a poking tool that is incredibly long range. Of course it has some end lag to it as well, but it can just straight up kill. Making it very difficult to get in.
Plasma Lasso is super nasty at times.
Okay, I'm not sure what he's going for there, but he got a double trip.
Nice
one of those
shield
down
from Mark
tilts.
to stay alive.
Flip kicks, just get out of jail free card. That's what he does here to get back. Probably was looking for the explosion there actually to take a stock.
Yeah, he's really hoping for it.
Aiming down. However, almost getting off the top with it too.
Yep.
King Chris at 160%. This is...
That's it. Unfortunately, it became a lost cause. Once King Chris found that berry off the flip kick, only like 30%. 30% of King Chris, I mean, he really ran away with it from that point.
And that's the thing, is playing as Diddy in this matchup, what do you really do? Because you can't really capitalize off stage. You really have to get a solid read, some sort of confirm out of a banana. But that's the thing too, is ZSS is in the air so much. He really thrives in the air, having the flip kick, the aerials being so strong as well. It's just tough. He has the advantage by being a smaller character as far as being able to elude a lot of King Chris's setups, but he can't capitalize on his own setups the way he might want to.
Yeah, it's honestly really unfortunate. Mark just, I mean, Diddy's a really good adaptation, and I want to see him succeed with it. It just looks like he doesn't have enough going for him to bring this back, and we'll see. I mean, they ran it back immediately to PS2, so maybe Mark's feeling a little frustrated at this point.
I think the key is going to be really just slowing down the pace of the game and just trying to get banana confirms that are very safe. Get any percent that you possibly can out of them if it turns into grabs, if it turns into smash attacks. Being caught by that side B again is monkey flip. A lot of these monkey flips, there's one that's connecting there, but he's been punished for it quite a few times already. Gotta be careful. That berry though.
Oh, that's dead.
I feel like that's worse than Inkling Roller now, honestly.
Oh, I mean, it's basically it's the same as Smash 4, really. It's just an instant death sentence.
And that's crazy. Like, King Chris had all day. He could have filed his taxes, you know.
Yeah, he could have made like
coffee.
Dinner, coffee, everything. He really could have just cleaned his entire house, honestly.
Exactly. Gone on a date or something, and then, oh, time for a boost kick. And that's the stop.
Now Mark, unfortunately succumbing to this pressure once again. King Chris already finding a lot of extra credit. I feel like he might have been able to kill off the top just there if he found the perfect opportunity for the boosty kick.
Going for a 2-frame, it looks like now. Going for the clips.
Wow, that's so unfortunate for Mark. That back air wasn't even enough.
I feel like for this, just for how fast ZSS is, his only real hope at a solid kill is going to be a banana or a tilt or a down tilt into a smash attack. However, just finishes filing his taxes and taking another stock with the boost kick. And now King Chris up 3 stocks right now. However, narrowly getting away from that up smash.
Can you get taxed for like... Nah, never mind.
For boost kick? I think boost kick is
I don't know.
tax.
There was a joke forming in my mind, and then I just promptly forgot about it.
It's all good. He's kind of fishing for these smash attacks, but I don't blame him just trying to get anything. That back throw still not enough at 170.
He can't get a break. This man cannot get a tax break whatsoever.
Another whiff up smash.
King Chris, the IRS agent, just coming to collect.
Oh, almost getting a serious read with the down smash there. Although, there it is there.
Oh,
just getting away from it. The back there, finally.
Proud of him.
171%. That was landed. 182 once he lost his stock.
I'm just happy for Mark. He was at least able to take a stock in this final game. But
boost kick for the win.
Yeah.
It's going to be a clean 3-0 by King Chris in the ZSS.